we're counting down the 10 Texas towns where home prices are so shockingly low, you'll think it can't be real. In a state where headlines boast million-dollar listings, these places still offer houses for less than a brand new pickup truck, sparking disbelief, rumors, and viral social posts. From former oil boom towns stuck in time to small cities revived by artists and remote workers, each entry earned its spot with surprising bargains, unique histories, and the real reasons why homes remain so affordable. Are these hidden gems, best-kept secrets, or just too good to be true? Let's break it down, starting with number 10. In the 10th place, Breckenridge stands as a living relic of Texas's oil-fueled past. During the 1920s, the town's population exploded with the oil boom, filling neighborhoods almost overnight. But when the wells dried up, people left, and the housing built for thousands lingered on. Today, the true median sale price for a home in Breckenridge lands between $115,000 and $135,000, still less than half the state average. Retirees and remote workers have started to notice. The Wilcox family, for example, left Dallas in 2022 and picked up a 3-bedroom house for $92,000. Their story, shared on social media and in local papers, highlights both the draw and the trade-offs. Peace and space in exchange for long drives and fewer choices. Life here is quiet, property taxes stay low, and the lake offers a rare escape, but local job prospects remain thin. For those seeking small-town calm at a price that feels almost unreal, Breckenridge is the classic Texas bargain. Affordable, authentic, and shaped by the long shadow of its boomtown days. Number 9, Borger sits in the Texas Panhandle as a textbook case of what happens when a single industry holds the fate of an entire town. In October 1986, Phillips Petroleum laid off 1,500 workers in a single week, an event locals still call the day the future vanished. The Borger News-Herald reported unemployment lines circling the block, while property values crashed by 30% in just 18 months. School district records from that fall show emergency budget cuts and a steep drop in enrollment, evidence of families leaving as quickly as they arrived during the boom. Today, Borger's median home price hovers around $78,000, the second lowest on this list. The town's grid was built for 25,000 residents, but only about 12,000 remain. Basic services, schools, a hospital, highway access are still in place, but the housing market never recovered. As longtime resident Mike Elder put it, "My house lost half its value and took 5 years to sell. The day they shut the gate, the noise went out of the town." In 8th place, Sweetwater's skyline is dominated by wind turbines, but it's the storms that really shape the housing market. Median home prices hover near $95,000, making 3-bedroom homes with modern updates feel almost suspiciously affordable. The catch comes after you sign the papers. In 2023, a super hailstorm tore through Nolan County, triggering a wave of insurance claims. Within a year, local homeowners saw their premiums jump more than 40%, according to regional agents. Some insurance companies canceled policies outright, leaving owners with no choice but to file self-insurance affidavits, a trend up 28% since the storm. For many, the only way to keep a house under $100,000 is to go without traditional coverage, a risky bet in a place where weather can wipe out a roof overnight. Sweetwater's affordability is real, but so is the fine print. Cheap homes, costly protection, and a market shaped as much by climate as by economics. The sticker price may look like a steal, but the hidden costs are a storm of their own. Number 7, La Mesa sits at the heart of cotton country, where the price of a home is shaped by the land itself. The town's median home price hovers near $87,000, so low it feels like a relic from another era. Mechanization swept through these fields decades ago, replacing hundreds of farmhands with a handful of machines and leaving behind rows of empty houses. The James family, featured on local news, bought a 4-bedroom for $72,000 and managed to pay it off in just 3 years. Their story is common here: steady, modest jobs, long commutes to Midland, and a sense of permanence that sneaks up on you. But the struggle to hold on to the next generation is clear. Cotton farmer Tom Crenshaw fought for a broadband grant to keep young people connected, warning city leaders, without broadband, the kids go and don't come back. Council debates over whether to invest in fiber or stick with farm subsidies delayed the project until at least 2026. In La Mesa, the price of a home is low, but so is the pace of change, a place where the future depends as much on infrastructure as on tradition. Number 6. Paris, Texas proves that low home prices don't always mean a town is in decline. With a median home price around $130,000, Paris sits 60% below the state average, yet it's anything but sleepy. The town's most famous landmark, a miniature Eiffel Tower topped with a red cowboy hat, hints at the playful spirit that runs through the community. The local arts calendar stays packed, from downtown mural walks to the annual Paris Art Fair, drawing visitors from across Northeast Texas. Paris Junior College brings a steady flow of students and faculty, adding energy to local coffee shops and galleries. Residents gather for Friday night parades, open-air concerts, and food truck rallies in the historic square. Despite its affordability, Paris has kept its civic heart beating, thanks to a mix of old-school pride and new creative ventures. Here, the price tag opens the door to a lifestyle that blends small-town warmth with a surprising dose of culture. For buyers searching for more than just a bargain, Paris offers a reminder. Sometimes, the best value is measured in quality of life. Number 5, Vernon, is where the past and future of small-town Texas quietly meet on the front porch of a century-old home. With a median home price around $99,000, Vernon draws in buyers chasing both architectural charm and a shot at affordable living. The Dallas couple featured in Texas Monthly put it plainly. They bought a Victorian for $84,000, less than their old rent in the city. Their story echoes across Wilbarger County, where newcomers are restoring ornate woodwork and wraparound porches that sat empty for decades. But beneath the hopeful paint, a harder reality shapes every transaction. Wilbarger General Hospital, the town's only ER, runs a $2 million deficit each year. In 2024, rumors of a possible closure spread through the local press, spooking buyers and leading to 17% of pending home sales being canceled or renegotiated. Realtors report that every serious inquiry comes with the same question: will there be a hospital if I move here? For now, Vernon offers an unmatched blend of price and character, a place where you can own a piece of Texas history for less than a Dallas studio. Yet the shadow of healthcare uncertainty lingers, reminding everyone that a bargain home is only as good as the services that surround it. Number 4, Nacogdoches holds a place in Texas history as the state's oldest town, but its housing market is shaped by something far more modern: college churn. With a median home price around $135,000, Nacogdoches sits just above the bargains found in the Panhandle, yet well below the state average. Stephen F. Austin State University anchors the local economy, and that steady flow of students means homes near campus change hands in predictable waves. Each August and September, county appraisal clerks brace for a spike in sales, families buying for college, investors flipping rentals, and graduates moving on. This cycle keeps prices from rising quickly, but it also stabilizes the market, insulating it from the wild swings seen in more remote towns. Limited new construction adds to the effect. Old houses sell fast in student-heavy neighborhoods, while rural properties can linger on the market for months. The preserved downtown, with its brick streets and historic storefronts, offers a glimpse of the past, but the real story is in the numbers: affordable homes, low cost of living, and a market that's steady, if not spectacular. For buyers who want small-town calm without the risk of a disappearing job base, Nacogdoches delivers a rare kind of stability in a state known for boom and bust. Coming to the top 3, Pampa stands out as the Great Plains bargain, a place where the median home price hovers around $92,000, but the real story is what happens after you buy. Pampa's grid stretches across the flat expanse of the Panhandle, built for a workforce that once filled oil field service yards and grain elevators. Today, the population is smaller, and the homes built for thousands now sit on wide, empty streets. That means bargains. Move-in ready houses can still be found for less than $80,000, something almost unheard of in 2025. But there's a catch that's hard to ignore. When the hailstorm of 2023 swept through, it left behind more than shattered windows. Insurance companies began pulling out or jacking up premiums, and by 2024, many homeowners were left scrambling. On local forums like Pampa Voice, residents vent about being dropped by their insurers, and some share stories of waiting up to 9 months just to get a roof repaired. Contractors are so scarce that people trade referrals like currency. The town's isolation only deepens the challenge. When disaster strikes, help can be a long way off. For buyers lured by the low sticker price, the logistical trade-offs quickly become clear. Affordability comes bundled with risk and patience. Pampa's homes are cheap, but the true cost is measured in wait times and uncertainty, a reality that keeps prices low even as the rest of Texas moves on. In second place, Bowie sits 70 miles northwest of Fort Worth, perched on the edge of the Metroplex and feeling the first real tremors of change. The median home price has climbed to around $140,000, a 20% jump since 2022, but that still leaves it less than half of what buyers face in the Dallas suburbs. The shift started quietly. DFW commuters, priced out of the city, began snapping up fixer-uppers and brick ranches drawn by the promise of a mortgage smaller than a car payment. But it didn't stop there. In 2023, county deed records show Sunflower Homestead Partners, a Colorado-based LLC, bought 16 homes in a single sweep, an early sign of investors betting on Bowie's future. Their marketing pitch was blunt: own an entire block in the next up-and-coming Texan town. Rents have started rising, and longtime residents are noticing more out-of-state plates at the grocery store. For some, it's a welcome shot of energy. For others, a warning that the era of ultra-cheap housing may be closing. The tension is visible in local forums, where debates over short-term rentals and rising property taxes are heating up. Bowie's affordability is real, but the market is shifting underfoot. It's the canary in the coal mine for rural gentrification, a place where the window for buying low may be closing faster than anyone expected. For now, the deals are still there, but the days of too good to be true prices are numbered. And finally, in first place, Brownwood stands as the best-kept secret in Texas's housing market, a regional center where the numbers seem out of step with everything happening across the state. In 2025, the median home price sits at about $125,000, barely a third of what buyers face in Austin or Dallas. But Brownwood is no hollowed-out relic. With over 750 stable jobs anchored by the school district and regional hospital, the town's economy runs on something more reliable than hope. Brownwood Independent School District alone employs more than 460 people, while the medical center supports another 300. Figures that would be impressive even in a city twice its size. This foundation keeps the lights on, the parks mowed, and the grocery stores open, even as smaller towns struggle to hold on. Lake Brownwood adds an unexpected twist. Last year, more than 82,000 visitors came to fish, camp, or just escape the city grind. The local tourism bureau counted over $3 million in direct revenue, with out-of-county guests making up nearly 70% of park traffic. For homebuyers, that means the choice isn't just about price, it's about lifestyle. Waterfront homes, short-term rentals, and weekend cabins now mix with classic brick ranches and craftsman bungalows. Retirees arrive for the fishing and mild winters. First-time buyers show up for the chance to own a home outright. And in the background, a slow but steady trickle of investors is starting to take notice. While the much-rumored 22-home portfolio sale by Lone Star Rental Holdings remains unverified in public records, county deeds do show a rise in out-of-state buyers picking up small batches of properties, and enough to signal confidence, but not enough to tip the market just yet. Brownwood's appeal is rooted in balance. Services are strong, the lake draws steady crowds, and the housing stock is affordable without feeling abandoned. The town's story is less about boom or bust, and more about quiet resilience. As one local put it, people thought we were crazy to move here. Now they're jealous. In a state where bargains often come with hidden risks, Brownwood offers something rare. A place where the price tag makes sense, the future feels steady, and the only real surprise is that it's still possible. For now, at least, the secret is holding. But the signs of change are already on the horizon. From Breckenridge's $85,000 oil boom leftovers to Brownwood's balanced mix of affordability and rising demand, our countdown of 10 Texas towns has revealed just how far local economies and history can push home prices below the state norm. The most shocking entries, like Borger's industry collapse bargains and Pampa's move-in ready homes under $80,000, prove that extreme affordability is often rooted in long-term job loss, rural depopulation, or exposure to weather risks. Yet towns like Paris and Nacogdoches show that culture or college churn can keep prices low even when amenities are strong. Across all 10, the common thread is a mismatch between local demand and available housing, shaped by decades of economic shifts. These aren't ghost towns, they're living communities caught between decline and new opportunity. As remote work and rising urban costs send buyers searching for value, what looks like a real estate anomaly today may be tomorrow's next hotspot. In Texas, the housing map is a patchwork, each town telling a different story about where the true cost of homes still defies expectations.